Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be testing out the balance changes, giving you guys my opinion on where these brawlers will probably fall after these balance changes. So if you guys missed it, I did a video on it yesterday, but I can run through them again for you guys. So Brawl received a nerf to his super recharge rate. So whenever he hits somebody with his super, that has been nerfed in terms of how much it will cycle. So that is a nice nerf. Also, his healing from this heal gadget has been reduced from 50% to 25%. And then there was another nerf. I need to quickly read my notes after I score. Oh yeah, tough guy. So before, you'd get a shield when you're below 40%. Now it's 30%. So I think these nerfs will actually turn him down quite a fair bit. I honestly think a lot of people complaining about Brawl, but this might be a little bit overkill. We'll see. There are probably a few things that probably should have been changed, though, other than the super charge rate with Brawl. Especially his super recharge rate. I would have liked definitely something else. There is a bug which Pika did showcase. So when someone is one shot, when you shoot them with your hyper buffy, it still charges your super like half the amount. Like, that is crazy. So I didn't even know this was a thing, but that's probably the biggest thing that's affecting Brawl. So yeah, I think, I don't know, Brawl will still be easily, in my opinion, an A-tier Brawl inside of a meta. But it's just whether he's S tier or not. I still think his hypercharge buffy is absolutely insane. His gadget healing still feels pretty good. I don't know, he'll still be a relevant brawler in the meta, absolutely, even after these nerfs. So let's try and time it with its BB. Again, we can just heal off her as well. I still really like the heal gadget, and it still hasn't fixed the core problem with Brawl's heal gadget. Like the fact that you can heal it from like pets, like throw it on a pet and you'll heal, you throw it on the high safe and you'll heal. I still think that's a big problem. Brawl is still pretty good, honestly. Could still probably be S tier with all of these changes. I don't think they tackled probably the biggest problems with him is like the hyper buffy, charge rate, and just in general like the super cycling there. So yeah, Brawl is still going to be a fantastic brawler inside the meta, guys. So don't be worried if you're looking to push your Brawl. Let's jump into the next one. Guys, jumping into the next brawler who received a nerf and talking about whether they're still going to be good or not. So the crazy thing is, right, they did a maintenance. There's still quite a few. Wait, all of these are like above 200 prestige. What is going on? But there's still a few bugs. I mean, one of the bugs is that Cirrus's health nerf hasn't been implemented, which is absolutely just crazy. And yeah, so he's only received one nerf when you think about it, which is a little bit frustrating. So Cirrus will still be very, very strong. I still anticipate, even with his health nerf, him being easily an S tier brawler inside of the meta. But now, yeah, he hasn't really got weaker when you think about it. His shadows are 60% of the brawler's health that you steal instead of 70%, which again isn't like anything that noticeable when you think about it. So let's clone the Damian here, but it's actually going to what is this brawler, bro? What is Damian? Cirrus can counter Damian, but then at the same time Damian's chain reaction can be very, very annoying. Let's throw out my clones here, even though Damian is probably going to just destroy them. Hopefully. Okay, Primo's a good counter to Damian when you think about it. So yeah, Cirrus is still going to be a really annoying brawler to deal with. He's still easily like top 3 inside of the game. I think a health nerf would have been nice. I probably still think like a bigger health nerf would have been better. But health nerf is definitely nice because it will change a few interactions. After like watching a few of my YouTube shorts of facing off against Cirrus when I was Mortis, when I got like 5 and 17, we don't talk about that. There would have been literally like 3 or 4 interactions where Mortis would have killed Cirrus. So you'd think, you know, normally like an assassin will be able to counter Cirrus, but not with this health right now. But yeah, with the balance changes that should happen, should see him actually finally getting countered. So we've got 3 clones running towards them. Surely this is the time to try and score here. Come on, give me my super back, please. There we go. So yeah, Cirrus is still insane. You can actually feel the Damian nerfs when you face off against him. He has to get a lot closer, but that is nice. We managed to win randoms, even though they're all prestige 200. So yeah, that is seriously still going to be broken. Let's hop into the next one. Guys, jumping into the next balance change we're going to be testing out. It is with Crow. So Crow received 2 nerfs, which in total, I don't know whether it's going to impact him that much. And it's kind of crazy to think that Crow has been like an S tier brawler in the meta for a very, very long time, it feels like. I don't know why they're so scared to not make him an S tier brawler in the meta. I don't know. But anyways, Crow, he's receiving a nerf to the amount of healing debuff that he gets. So normally it is supposed to be 60% healing debuff. So brawlers like Poco, Byron will heal 60% less when poisoned. So that is like a nice thing about Crow because he does normally lack the damage. And then they nerfed the amount of extra damage the carrying Crow star power does. So it used to deal 40% extra damage. Now it is only 30. So yeah, with the bugs, But he literally didn't fix this Naria bug where it poisons you on impact. Like, what even is this game sometimes? I don't know. Too many bugs for me to even count right now. So yeah, I don't want to face off against this Naria. We're just feeding it infinite charges, it feels like. Alright, these guys have got us on the back foot though. And another Naria super. Yeah, they haven't got the legs to score that one, thankfully, though. But yeah, as I was saying, still think Crow will probably be an S tier brawler inside of the meta. I think he would take like a big nerf to push him away from the S tier. I still think he'll be a brawler that I look to ban pretty much no matter what in my rank games, because again, there isn't really a Crow counter out there when you think about it. I think there should have probably been some like supercharge rate nerfs as well, because considering his hypercharge and his gadget, he just gained super a little bit too fast in this meta. So let's pop my gadget now. Okay, still kill me. Right, so yeah, with Crow, I don't know, like you can still just pick him no matter what. In gem grab, it can be a gem carrier, it can be a lane, you know, in Brawl, he's pretty much good into everything. There just are no bad matchups for Crow. Maybe his health needs to be nerfed, then it might be a bad matchup for him. So we should be able to jump straight into the roughs here. The Naria gadget, okay, only like 2 poisons puddles there, which is a pretty nice nerf. You can feel that straight away. Okay, so it's a good thing, but you can definitely feel the nerfs when you play against Naria and Damian. It's just whether like a skill player like myself, you know what I mean, can still abuse these brawlers. So okay, I'm just gonna pop gadget here just to get some extra damage on this ball, so I can try and build up my hypercharge super. I mean, this is carrying, it seems like. But yeah, there are a few bugs as well that have been changed with like the desyncs, like Mortis has been fixed. Just a lot of brawlers have been fixed in general. So let's try and take down this Naria. It's gonna be another super, and yeah, Crow still feels really good. So let's hop into the next one. So now moving on to the 2 nerfs next that I think people are anticipating the most, especially with Naria. So she received 3 nerfs. One to her gadget duration. So it's normally 4 seconds worth of poison puddles. Now it's gone down to 2. The next one is with her supercharge rate from super. That has been nerfed as well. So now when you throw your super onto somebody, it should cycle a little bit less, but to be honest, I didn't really notice it when I faced off against that Naria. She still seemed to cycle through to her supers pretty fast, especially once she got the first one. And then the hypercharge rate has been nerfed as well. So again, I don't think these nerfs are all going to do that much with Naria. I still think she deals too much poison damage. I still think her snake deals too much damage. There's still like a bug with Naria where when you throw your super onto somebody, it deals like that extra bit of damage. I don't know. I'm not really... I mean, the nerfs are nice to brawlers. I just think they need to be a bit harsher and a bit snappier on some of these meta brawlers, because it's quite clear that Naria would still be very strong. So let's throw super onto Melody and Colette and see how much super recharge we get. So you can see here, I'm still already got my super again. That's just a big problem. Brawlers' supers should be pretty hard to get, especially when they're as good as Naria's. But yeah, cycling this fast just is a problem. So yeah, the hypercharge itself is probably a problem as well. Like, look at this. How does a hypercharge just delete every single brawler in its sight, and it's still got these poison? Bro, just pass the ball into the goal already, please. Right, another super onto these guys. I'm just going to kill absolutely everything, it feels like. I'm just going to let this El Primo die or something. There we go. And we should be able to score this one in now. Okay, there we go. Right, so Naria is still very good, guys. She's still going to be S tier inside of the meta. I didn't really feel the nerfs with Naria when you think about it. I think she's going to be less frustrating to face off against, but she's still going to be one of the best brawlers in the game, easily. So let's jump into the final one. Guys, and jumping into the final balance change, and it's some Brawl Arena. Some guys might be excited for this. I don't, you'll have to let me know whether you guys still play Brawl Arena. But I've been playing Damian, especially yesterday, all the way from 0 prestige trophies to 600. So I'm really close to prestige 3 because of how broken his chain reaction is. So yeah, I'll be interested to see whether he still feels that strong in Brawl Arena. But because I'm playing with randoms, it's actually pretty hard to find a game in just like normal game, in normal 3 versus 3. So we'll have to play a bit of Brawl Arena and see if he's still pretty broken. So I'm excited to try out the super range net. Wow, that feels really like, before you could literally, it was so unfair playing this brawler. I just launched onto literally anybody at any point. So we're gonna go and chase this Dame. Okay, that was probably a bit dumb. Yeah, that was a little bit dumb, but it doesn't matter. When you die early in Brawl Arena, you're just gonna respawn pretty fast anyways. So yeah, Damian's received 5 nerfs. 1 to his super charge rate, so that's been nerfed a little bit. His super jump distance has been heavily nerfed, which is, again, the big thing that we can feel, which is a really good nerf when you think about it. And then there's been some other nerfs as well with, like, the amount of damage his surround, whatever you call them, the speakers deal. That has been nerfed a little bit. His explosion damage has been nerfed as well, which is good. I probably would have hoped for, again, some more, a few more nerfs, but I think they're always reluctant to nerf a brawler on release, just because in case they like overdo it. But definitely would have liked some more, like in terms of like the explosions not infinitely chaining, or if they're infinitely chained, at least make the combination like, I don't know, 4 hits to get, because that is just definitely still too strong. So both of these guys are jumping on me here. Is there even any point using my super? I don't think so, because I'll probably just end up dying anyways. But yeah, if you guys don't know Brawl Arena, basically the objective is just to power up as quickly as possible. Normally I farm like the middle bots as quickly as possible, get some kills onto people, and then by the time you get to about power 10, it is about time to try and destroy the enemy turret. So we're just going to charge in on the enemy Damian here. We should be able to kill it. Okay, he's going to jump away. This guy keeps jumping away. He doesn't want the beef. Okay, we're going to have to... when it's both of them fighting me, it's a bit more difficult, but our Penny's doing a good job this on the other side. They're actually managing to deal a lot more damage than us right now. But my teammates are doing good in terms of level. Normally there's always one person slacking a little bit. Maybe it's actually me at this point. So let's try and defend this, chain this onto the Edgar. The problem is I can't really jump onto the Edgar because he can just jump away. But let's try a little bit of chain reaction here to get a bit of pressure. Okay, I was going to use this, so maybe I can knock back Edgar. Come on, please, please. Bro, he's jumping somewhere. Edgar might actually be a bit of a counter to Damian when you think about it. Look how difficult it is for me to kill him here. Okay, so we're just going to use this, so get knocked back. Bro, how many jumps is he getting? This is crazy. Please. Nice. I believed in that. I believed in that. Damian's going to jump in as well now. We're just going to ignore him, though, and wait for him to waste a little bit of ammo. There we go. Some good damage. Jump onto the Colt as well. So the jump is still pretty good in range, as you can see. It's just whether, you know, people can actually take him down. I still don't think you could take him down. I still think he'll be S tier in the meta after playing him even for a brief amount of time here. So yeah, there's Edgar in the middle, which actually might destroy this card. You also got to be careful. Let's go for the Colt, because he's going to be the easiest kill. This Edgar has not been an easy kill for us at all here. So let's go for Damian again here. He's going to jump away, which is a little bit annoying. And Edgar's going to go for us. Who steals the heal there? Alright, we should be in a good position to maybe win this one, honestly. Let's jump on the Damian again here. Brawl, stay away from me, please. Okay, he's still alive. We've got to keep tabs on where the enemy is, though. Okay, the Colt is dealing some damage to our Ike, which again, we've definitely got to defend Colt because he can deal a lot of damage at range. So our objective here is just to jump on top of the Colt, because it should be a free kill every single time. There we go. I think we're defending here. My teammates got this. Okay, let's just jump on the Edgar and make sure we can take him down. There we go. Right. The problem is you've got to babysit everybody on this game mode. Every single time. We should be able to take this down, honestly. And then I have a hyper charge to use onto anybody. So we can use this onto Colt again here. We should be able to get another kill. Look how easy it is to get a kill onto the Colt. And we're going to jump in here just to create some pressure. I need to just create pressure. My teammates need to just go in now. We've got the Cardia buff. Just need to go in. Just need to go in. Let's get this chain reaction going. Okay, there we go. This Colt might be able to deal a bit of damage to me. There we go. Ball kills the Edgar. That's nice. We can just run onto this Colt, honestly. Start the chain reaction again. We've got the health gear as well. That should get us topped up pretty fast. And we've already got level 15, so we don't even need to focus on leveling up here. Come on, is anyone going to help me? We're just going to defend this Damian. Edgar's already given up. Like, this should be pretty much over at this point. The chain reactions are just so broken on this game mode. And again, we're just going to jump in onto the Ike, and that's pretty much going to be GG. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Like, I'm probably going to manage to get Prestige 3 literally with randoms because of how strong this brawler is. Just look at it. It's completely unfair how broken this brawler is. These are my stats like every game, even yesterday before the nerfs. Yeah, so I don't think the nerfs probably anywhere near enough for Damian. He's still going to be an S tier brawler inside of the meta. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be doing videos on the second channel, and I'm going to be doing a tier list tomorrow to help you guys with the meta. But that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time.